Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance side quest, and right now we're just outside of the monastery. I'm dressed as a monk, but I have all my weapons. We actually just finished the needle in the haystack mission, actually. So, there's actually a quite cool quest I found out that is just over here. I think if you talk to Johanka, this girl, she'll give it to you.
Henry, how are you?
What's going on?
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rat-Eye unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
In God's hands.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I take a look for myself?
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to
It
cool it
worked.
down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything
else?
else?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded.
100?
I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
That's not good.
Very well.
How you doing?
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is the guard outside?
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of...
Oh.
But that doesn't matter.
You have quite a
What
personality.
can you tell me about the custodian?
This girl.
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
That's
Right,
it.
that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
What's wrong with the man with a bandaged leg?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin.
Oh,
We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
what about the Rate executioner?
What about the executioner from Ratai? He usually breaks bones, but he might know something about mending them too.
The executioner? Even if you could persuade him to come, they'll never let him in here.
Well, maybe it would be enough if he advised me and then I tried...
Look, do whatever you want. I have to go and take care of the others.
My God.
Tell me more about the situation here. Alright, that's all I need to know.
Goodbye.
Right, so we're starting a new quest, and pretty much the charity, yeah. The conditions here is just crazy. There's loads of people lying around here. Use. What's that?
He just needs to sleep.
Oh, it's this guy. I didn't know it was here.
I'm not needed here. These wounds have been well taken care of. He'll be able to get out of this on his own. Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He just needs to sleep. Everything here is fine.
Alright, so I'm not sure exactly what do we need to do. So, in God's hands, help with the healing of the sick. Oh, that's optional. Alright, where exactly is it? So it's ask the Rate executioner. We have to go all the way to Rate. Find out what happened to Philip. Can we ask her?
Greetings, Henry.
Yeah, what happened to that
What
guy?
happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Find Father Simon.
Good luck then.
We've got another lead, apparently. So, first of all, we have to find out how to get better conditions with the sick, and I think it's this guy who can tell us
You're the
about
one
it.
who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Why are they so badly provided for?
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
You can't do anything.
Can't you do
Sounds
anything?
weird. Like,
Won't the
come
others
on.
help?
It's the
Unfortunately
monastery.
not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world. And the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
I'm actually brother Brother Gregor, you know.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him.
Alright. Yeah.
Can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm shamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Yeah, well, it's a monastery. I thought they
Even
could
so,
just save anyone.
Conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
Wounded from
How are
Skalitz.
the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help?
How can I help you?
It's gonna be food, isn't
Have
it?
you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
Alright.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
Oh,
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you.
doesn't sound like a very nice man. Training. Alchemy. Yeah, I don't think we can actually. Alright, so we have a couple of leads. We have one over there. What is that? Father Sam. Oh yeah, that's the poison thing. Yeah, I'll probably head off here and try to negotiate with the custodian for better supplies. 'Cause right now, it's not the best conditions. There's some guys laying outside. It's terrible. Like, how can they even do that to the people? There he is.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm
Supplies.
helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
A little.
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the
Beetle,
state of the
bro.
wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Maybe because of Johanka. Oof. Oh, that's why I don't like it. I need more bard potions. Maybe because of Johanka.
Maybe because of Johanka.
It's not gonna work.
What precisely are you getting at?
It worked.
She has a kind heart. Everyone can see how deeply she cares about the wounded. If you help her selflessly, it'll win her over. She's bound to be impressed.
Maybe you're
It
right.
worked.
It will cost me something, but I'll discuss it with Nicodemus. I should be able to help in some way. Good luck then.
I was so afraid it wouldn't work. I was so afraid. That's why I'm going to buy more bard potions. Bard potions save your day. They just add you +5. And it's so insane. Also, I think, I'm pretty sure that we have to get some meat. And I'm pretty sure that the only way to get legally meat is to buy it off from butchers. Yeah, of course I'm not gonna do that. So let's bring the meat back to
Greetings,
Johanka.
Henry.
I brought some
I
meat.
brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
Alright.
Goodbye.
So next up, I'll probably go to Rate, or should I go here? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll probably go head off to Rate. This is the executioner. He's probably gonna
You sent
know.
me to the miller, eh?
Oh,
What? Well, it was just a sort of...
You're lucky. He really did owe me, and he was so shocked he gave it all to me. What do you need then?
the crying woman.
Do you know there's a girl crying on your doorstep?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why...
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Right. The executioner's lot.
Exactly.
Wow. Alright. Oh, there's also a quest. Right, we'll do that after. Training, Houndmaster.
I need help with a wounded man from Sasau.
And why should I help you?
Actually, our strength wouldn't work. Yeah, his charisma should be low. Let's go for... It's really important.
It's really important.
Hmm? Go on.
Do you know anything about broken bones?
No, Henry. If you want to rough someone up, then you can go elsewhere. I'm an executioner, not a thug.
No, it's not that. The exact opposite, actually. There's a man in Sasau with a badly broken leg. They tried to straighten it, but now he's unconscious, and he just keeps getting weaker.
And the monks won't touch him?
Yeah, that's right. They say it's in God's hands.
True enough. But it doesn't mean we can't help him, too. Where's the leg broken?
Above the ankle.
All right, listen. They won't let me in to see him, but it's not all that hard to deal with. There are 2 bones there, most likely both broken. One of them probably didn't set, or it set badly. You can find both of them by feeling for them. If he's lost weight, it'll be all the easier. You have to find the place where the break is and get the 2 parts together. But the pain will be agonizing. He'll scream like a wounded beast and flail around all over the place. You'll have to get some strong fellows to hold him down so he doesn't do himself a worse injury. Don't be afraid to dig your fingers right into the flesh. And don't let the screaming put you off.
Alright.
All right. Hopefully I'll be able to do it.
You will. Good luck, Hal.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. We're actually a new quest for a tough love. Oh, pretty cool. So we have to return to the monastery and set the broken bone. Oh, I'm not even excited about that.
Aren't
Well-
you meant to be in the monastery?
Well,
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
oh. Did it work?
Done.
Nice, our strength went up.
A monk's got no business out here.
So,
What happened to your vows?
man, shut up. Alright,
A monk's got no business out here.
so, right now, the only logical thing to do is go here and to find out where's this priest. Is there any food here or something?
What are you doing here?
Can I sleep?
You're from the monastery, aren't you?
Man,
Aren't you meant to be
bro, everyone's
Good
thinking
health,
that.
dear.
You live here
I
alone?
see there's not much going on around here. So you've stayed here on your own?
Quite so. All by myself. All the others were either killed by the humans or fled to Rate.
When will the people come back?
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
Oh, I don't know about Skalitz, but the folk here are sure to want to come back. The only thing they're missing is spiritual support.
Do you mean the priest?
Indeed. When the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property. But simple folk want someone to tend their souls.
Of course. But it was the Skalitz parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did. But there's been no sign of him since the attack. Or at least he's definitely not in Rate among the refugees.
That's true enough. I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
I can ask.
I can always ask,
I need to find him.
but I've really got no idea where to start.
I can help with that. A few years ago, there used to be another priest
Oh?
in Skalitz. Simon, I think his name was.
Simon. Father Simon. I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye. I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow, poor thing.
That's terrible.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Clerics today.
They're men, just like the rest of us, with man's passions. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time. Until this spring, he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
All right. And where can I find him?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents. Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more. They may even have had words with him.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep, I'd rather have a decent burial.
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
Good luck, then.
Oh, so we started a new quest as well. Oh, it's pretty cool. Alright, game
I'll have to
saved.
get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, and it's kind of late as well. Can I take a nap? Why knock him out? Can we take a nap quickly? You don't mind, do you?
Are you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm not excited going back here. I'm actually quite surprised that there's actually someone here. He's quite actually nice. Like, he didn't kick us out when we were sleeping. So apparently this is the house.
God watch over you, good night, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Father Simon.
I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon? What do you want him for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me they saw him around here.
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his parish if you ask me. Very well. What is it you want to know?
Where exactly is he?
Where can I find him? He's said to be wandering around here somewhere.
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it, even though I haven't seen him myself.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside. And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it. I don't take them there, nor my husband neither.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while, so perhaps he's moved on elsewhere again.
Where's the cross? I need to know the location.
Can you tell me where that cross is?
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz. On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary's cross is by one of them, close to the brook.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, what exactly happened?
What went on between Simon and your daughter?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemate.
Oh,
in
that's
Skalitz.
harsh.
She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy with child.
That must have been quite a scandal.
My husband was furious. He ran around the cottage brandishing an axe and yelling that he'd kill him. The neighbours wagged their tongues a bit, but in the end I was happy the girl was taken care of. The priest was generous with his compensation. Only
I
she never
bet he
had the
was.
chance to hold that babe in her arms.
Oh.
She didn't live through the birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man, he took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
Uh.
The Bible does say it's a terrible sin.
Well, I'm not fit to judge, and the ways of the Lord are strange. He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted. It took a good season before another priest came along.
Alright, I'll be going.
I'll be going.
Very good then. And if you do find him, let him know that we have no hard feelings.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, of course, he paid you like
Good luck.
10,000 groschen. Alright. We're actually quite broke, I won't lie. So apparently the cross is somewhere around here, somewhere. There it is. Perfect. There is comfrey.
This must be that cross. Mary's mother was right. Someone did lay flowers here recently.
Alright. Where exactly do we need to look? Okay. There's actually quite interesting stuff I found out here. Pretty cool. So it's just down the river.
I should have a
Somewhere.
look around and see if there's comfrey growing anywhere nearby.
Yeah. Probably along the river. Smart idea. Oh, I saw someone. I definitely saw someone. Get our bow out.
One shepherd and one clumsy tanner. We have to make our own way in the world, which, sadly, includes jumping the odd hermit.
Who is that?
Well, I never...
A tramp. We're doing it.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I've come for the priest. Simon.
There's no one here called that.
There is. Do you take me for a fool?
All right. Maybe there is someone here. What of it? We're not going anywhere.
You asked for it. There's no. Why isn't there no strength? I would definitely work.
I think you should talk less and move your legs more.
And why is that? You think you've got what it takes to beat us?
I might. But it doesn't matter, because I saw you yesterday, and then stopped by Talmberg to report. So, unless you'd rather wait for Sedivish's Captain Robard, you should go now.
It worked.
All right, we'll go. How far are they?
Far enough still. If you run, I'm sure you'll get away.
Right, right. Thanks for the warning.
Go away, just go away. Poor creatures. Right, let's talk to him.
Oh, thank you, my son. I was beginning to fear I'd never get out of here alive.
Times are hard when brigands roam the land and attack the defenseless.
But they didn't attack me. I saw them raiding birds' nests down by the path, so I took pity on them.
Which makes what they did all the more loathsome. That's no way to repay a good Christian's hospitality.
And to whom do I owe my salvation?
My name's Henry. You may remember me. I'm the son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
Your face does seem familiar. But listen, Henry, I can't help feeling you didn't stumble across me by accident.
It's true. I've come to ask a favor of you.
Me? What on earth could I do for you?
I need you to go back to St. James. The folk there need spiritual guidance. Skalitz has a burned-out shell, and many have died in St. James. They need a priest. Any priest.
I understand, but I have to disappoint you. I gave up my calling. Instead, I've given myself over to repentance.
I know your story.
I know your story, Father.
Then you know what I'm guilty of.
Yes, and I don't want to try to make light of it. Your conscience is your own affair. But I know that deep down you're a good man.
You don't know what you're saying. You don't know me.
But I know what you did. Many priests break God's commandments willy-nilly and aren't the least ashamed.
That doesn't absolve me of my sins. God's law is set, no matter how often it's violated.
You're certainly right. But the people need you. And forgive me for being blunt, but while you can leave the presbytery if you choose, it doesn't absolve you of your duty to Christian folk.
But I'm a sinner. I'm not fit to guide anyone. I'm unworthy to do so.
Priests, bishops, monks, abbots, they're all sinners. Even the Holy Father himself is a sinner. You've done your penance, and now your people need you.
You're probably right. It is my duty. At least for a time. Until they find someone better.
Alright,
I don't think I'll find anyone better in a hurry.
what about the other guy,
I'll
poisoned?
take what I can carry and go back to St. James.
Thank you. Your parishioners will be very grateful.
I need help with
I need
treatment.
help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it.
Alright. Okay, is he going back to St. James? Hope he is. Found a priest.
God be with you.
I found a priest.
Found you a priest?
Really? That's wonderful news. Who is it?
The former parish priest of St. James. I persuaded him to return to live among you, at least for a while.
So you found him?
Yes. He was roaming the woods around here.
Thank God. You'll see. Once there's a priest, people will soon be back.
I hope so.
I've put together a small sum for a new piece. So I thought a portion should definitely go to you, as a reward.
Nah, it's alright.
I couldn't possibly take it. You'll need the money to rebuild the village.
As you wish, then. I shan't weigh you down with it.
So, farewell to you. And I hope he gets here soon. Just that you let him run off again.
I'll keep an eye on him myself. Godspeed to you, Henry, and thank you for your help. Goodbye.
There we go. Our reputation gained. So, Artemisia, which is alcohol, like the purest of alcohol. We have to find it. Alright, so we're back here. So, there we go. Artemisia is like pure alcohol as well, so it's honestly like a risky thing to drink. Then you have to put the sage. I did it once, which didn't work for some reason. Drop the sage in and boil for 1 turn. Then you drop the wormwood, no, grind the wormwood, and boil it for 2 turns. There we go, and boil it for 2 turns. Then, that was the part after that which I got wrong. Right, 2 turns.
Quiet!
It's this part I got wrong. I didn't know how to do it, and then I accidentally pressed bellows again. But once the fire stops, you can just do it again. And then, you actually grab this file. Didn't know how to do this part, actually. Wait for it to finish. There we go, it finishes boiling. Then use the still.
I can't sleep again.
Now you bellows. There you go. That should work. There we go. We actually leveled up in alchemy as well. Nice.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
It will, pay.
Now, pay close attention.
There we go. Leveled up in alchemy as well. That's good to know. So, to give him the potion. Nice. So now we just have to wait a little bit. Alright. Who is this?
What do you want?
You look alright.
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
There's only Johanka in here.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing.
I have some bandages.
I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Please. Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well,
Can't stay here.
fine then.
See you later.
There you go, it worked.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
What's going on?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
How about having the banquet here?
Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, Custodian?
What?
You admire
Worked.
Johanka's self-sacrifice. I'm sure she appreciates the same quality in others.
Ah, yes. Quite. I was just thinking the same. I'll have some food brought here.
There we go. Perfect. So, do we set his leg?
That's you.
You don't need to
How are you
pretend.
feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Good luck then.
Okay, there we go. Then we got someone else.
It's you. You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
How exactly can I help you?
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck then.
Um,
I won't get any sleep.
alright.
I just won't get any sleep.
Just ask him. Do you know anything about herbs?
Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
Alright. I'll do that.
God be with you.
God be with you. read. Actually is a section herbs. So nope. Nope. Could be.
Quiet.
Could be. No, it's not purple. Nope. 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 Mint, definitely not. Nope. No. No. No, that's different. Ah, do we have any? I think we do. Do we have any comfrey? We don't, actually. Can we buy it off you? Let's buy all of it if we don't have any. Oh, I just realised we're broke. We have 100 groschen! Oh my god.
What is it? Something on fire?
No.
Hopefully I have what you need.
Comfrey. Oh, it's one. Oh, okay.
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better.
You
If you
poisoned
find
the
time,
guy.
Stop by to see me in a few days. God be with you.
Okay. And who's this? Insomanic.
Christ above. I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Too bad.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly. Goodbye.
Alright. What about the banquet? Banquet. Is it happening? I guess not. Alright. Brother Nicodemus. A potion to induce heavy sleep.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks.
Okay.
God be with you.
Can't. I just can't.
Is it in here? Yeah, that's the guy who's moaning all of the time that he can't sleep. I will help you. Where is it? Yeah, that's it. Oil, poppy, thistle, and herb Paris. Of course I don't have any for everything. Poppy, thistle, and herb Paris. Herb Paris we have one, poppy and thistle. Poppy we have one, thistle. Yeah, we don't have any thistles. You have any thistles? Yeah, two. And there's got a lot of potions that you can make actually. You can make loads of money off it just doing potions and selling them. There you go. It's oil.
I can't sleep again.
What's next? Drop the poppy in the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Alright, I can do that. So excited about this game. I know I don't have much money, but I'm using it. I'm not wasting it. I'm using it for future, so that everything's gonna be so easy later on. Add the thistle and boil for 1 more turn. And then add the herb Paris and don't boil. That's easy enough. And the herb Paris and don't boil. Sounds easy enough. No, no, no. Crap. Oh. Doesn't work. I accidentally pressed it. It doesn't work. Damn it. Oh, never mind. I did it. Was that actually alchemy perk? Poison will apply to a weapon will remain longer on the blade. When burning, you can make one extra without. Yeah, that's probably it. If we had it now, that would make sense, because we did make a mistake. Alright,
Can't.
there you go.
Greetings,
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you. Good luck then.
There you go. So what now exactly? We improved in alchemy. What? What did we even do? Potions will brew yourself, have a... No, not really. Sure, like... I don't want to sell things, but... Oh. Oh, is it now that we have to talk to Philip?
What? What happened?
Oh, there we go,
Brought
we
you back to
finished.
the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
For a long time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Ratai like most of our folk.
Well, alright. And Henry?
Hmm?
Thank you.
Okay, so, now let's go and finish off the quest pretty much. Where she's never around here, she's always somewhere else. And she's eating.
For the love of God!
Why is no one liking how I look?
How are the sick and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
You did what you could. Truly. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved a lot of lives. Take care.
There you go, we've leveled up in the main level. And we finished the quest as well. Pretty cool. I've got a new DLC actually with her. Nice. In God's Hands, quest completed. There we go, nice. So, is anyone else awake that we can talk to? No? No? Okay, fine, just asking. Alright. We finished 2 quests, which is quite useful. It was nice, we discovered parts of the map as well. Thank you guys for watching, bye bye.